a former war hero, now facing a military trial. General Sarath Fonseka faces 2 courts-martial, one on charges of participating in politics while still commander of the army, and the other on violating military procurement procedures. If he is found guilty, he could face jail.
The media has been locked out of the court-martial and has been given no access. So we're reliant on reports from the military and Fonseka's legal team. General Sarath Fonseka and his supporters have refused to recognize the jurisdiction of this military tribunal. They say the charges are politically motivated.
The military proceedings are limited to offences Fonseka is alleged to have committed while in service. The authorities cracked down on Fonseka and his supporters the day after the January presidential election, alleging he was involved in a conspiracy to topple the government and assassinate the president and his family. The government has said it will indict its former military chief on other charges under civil law. Fonseka and his supporters say his February 8th military arrest, detention and court-martial are illegal. That's a view echoed by Sri Lanka's former Chief Justice, who says it violates both national and international law.
The arrest detention of General Sarath Fonseka is contrary to Articles 13.1 and 13.2 of the Constitution, the Code of Criminal Procedure Act, the International Covenant for Civil and Political Rights, and the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. It is also contrary to the Army Act and the Chief of Defence Staff Act.
Fonseka's legal team objected to the constitution of the court-martial and said their client should not be tried under military law. His political allies and supporters have called for nationwide protests urging his release. One such demonstration in Parnadura, south of Colombo, was tense, with several protesters being hauled away by police. Less than a year ago, things were very different. President Rajapaksa and his top general were staunch allies. They were the key figures in the May 2009 defeat of the Tamil Tigers, ending 26 years of bloody conflict. Following the military victory, the executive called early presidential elections, hoping to capitalize on his post-war popularity. That brought a surprise challenger, Fonseka, who said he had been sidelined. After a bitter and personal campaign, the president emerged victorious with a sizable lead. Fonseka and his allies refused to accept the result. A month later, the general was arrested. Despite his detention, the political alliance Fonseka now leads unveiled its manifesto today. It says it still plans to take part in the parliamentary elections scheduled for April 8th, but could well do so with its figurehead in jail. Minelle Fernandez, Al Jazeera, Colombo.